Merci beaucoup.
Thank you. And I think it's lovely to see there are quite a few people who haven't joined us previously, so there are new members who have joined, and it's great to have all of you. So I'll just give a little bit of background about what all of it we do for these webinars. And start off by saying that I will be muting everyone as much as possible because apparently it's much easier for me to physically mute as the host. My name is Renuka Sonaraja, and I sort of live in Chunaham in northern Jaffna, that's towards the middle of the peninsula, and also in London as well. So I worked for several years here and have to go back and do things in the Northern Province. There are several of us who get together as volunteers to set up these webinars. And I will start by saying that none of us get paid from anyone, so nor is this nor do any of our participants pay. It's entirely a voluntary effort. We want to share experiences of what was needed in the Northern Province and hopefully later in the Eastern Province, and also what we can do as a community and the whole of Sri Lanka can help with developing and moving forward, because many of the areas in the Northern Province are actually developing quite far behind because of the war. Now, first of all, I will say that we start with an overview of the topic. So this topic today is about urban planning and development in the Northern Province. We will start with an overview from Emeritus Professor Ponnudure, who is Balasundaram Pillai, who is a geographer at the University of Jaffna. He was a former Vice Chancellor at the University of Jaffna. That's from March until 1997. And he was Dean of the Faculty of Arts at the university as well. And he was Vice Chancellor between 1997 and 2003. And he is a professor, he was Dean of the Faculty of Arts. So there's a lot to hear about the overview of what we really need, what we need to think about. Over to you, Professor Balasundaram Pillai. Now, if you can unmute yourself, that would be great.
Okay. So the Northern Province, the present population is around 1.5 million. That is the present population. Except there are 5 districts: Jaffna, Kilnochchi, Mannar, Vaunia, and Mullaitivu. So I always divide into 2 parts. One is the peninsula, where you get about 700,000 population, 750, and another 50% now the mainland, south of Elephant Pass and north of Elephant Pass, where the half present population is distributed. So the economy is very poor. Northern Province contribution to the Sri Lankan GDP is only about 4%. When compared with the Western Province, nearly about 45%. The Northern Province, our contribution is only 4%. The mainland, the Vanni area or the mainland part, mainly agriculture, coastal area, fisheries. Peninsula, in addition to agriculture and fisheries, there is a substantive income from service sectors. So hardly any big industries. So the economy is basically agriculture, fisheries, and a substantive income from the service sector, and also remittances from abroad also for the functioning of the Jaffna Peninsula. The urbanization, of course, is not taken much not increased rapidly, because during the last 30 years, from 1981, a large exodus of population, towns in the north basically is a service centers, where you get the government departments and couple of commercial institutions, the banks, and few things. Hardly no industry. only in Jaffna and Kilinochchi where you get some service industries like repairing various vehicles. So these are the, so when you come to one, of course, the urban facilities where we lack extremely poor. None of the northern province towns with sewage system or running water supply or proper solid waste disposal system. So we don't have running the pipe house to household water supply scheme in none of the towns. Only the public standing pipes are available, some places. So water supply, absolutely nil. Drainage, sewerage system, nil. When compared with the southern cities of foreign countries, we are in a very backward situation as far as the water supply and sewerage system. And sewerage and also solid waste area. So these are, and most of the towns are basically the market towns, meeting the education, health, marketing, and banking. These are the institutions, hardly any industries. So whereas when compared with the other countries, there is an industrial location, industries where to locate, all sorts of problems are there. Here hardly, right now, hardly any industries. So we don't have a proper water supply scheme, no sewerage system. These are the present. Of course, electricity we have in every villages. Throughout Sri Lanka, nearly 100% electrified. That is one good system. Even public transport, public road system also very poor in the mainland part. That is in the Vanni area. Other than the A9 and A32 and A35, hardly other roads are not in good condition. Even Mantha East Division, there is no tar road at all. So now when you come to the development of the towns, Jaffna, once we played a role as a number next to Colombo, a very important town. Now the Jaffna position in national level very much declined. It is only a very small agglomeration of village model. That is a system. It's not a big city now in terms of population or industries or facilities. There's other four cities, the Kilinochchi, Mannar, Mullaitivu, Vavuniya. Vavuniya is fairly developing faster because that is where the Vavuniya is town benefited to some extent by the war. There was a barrier there, so goods were unloaded and loaded into the Vanni area, and there's a large hinterland population of Tamil this side, other side is Sinhalese. The Sinhalese people do come to the Vavuniya town for medical health and other service facilities, so they're growing faster. So it is like one side is Sinhala population, other side is Tamil population. Mannar, Mullaitivu, more or less sleeping towns. There are hardly any activity. Kilinochchi is little developed. So we have a plan. The northern province, we had a plan when Professor Turraja and myself, we also worked out a plan those days to locate the provincial administrative center in the heart of the Vanni, that is a Mankulam. So our main objective, the Mankulam should be developed as a chief administrative center of the northern province. That is one of the planning strategy. The Mankulam, the chief administrative center, and because it is centrally located, we have enough lands available in that area. Water may be a little problem, but now the modern time, you can bring water 10 to 15 miles by pipelines. It's not a big project. So the Mankulam, so the previous provincial council, they failed to develop the Mankulam to a great extent. They developed they built the provisional administrative buildings at Kaidari. So Kaidari also now become a crowded and congested place. So the peninsula,
Sorry, Professor,
our great problem.
1 minute more. Just 1 minute more, please, and then can we just
Yes.
start?
Okay. The tier three centers are the revival of the development of divisional secretariat towns. The other one, we had a small harbors, Talamannar, Vidathal Pesala, Kites, Kangasantura, Valvetitura, Point Peter, all those harbor towns now is very much declined. So we are thinking how to revive those small harbor towns. Prior to 1950s, they played a big role in the Jaffna Peninsula. The other one, we are thinking of Chankana, Chunnagam, Chavagacheri, Nelliyadi as a chief market towns. So that is our other strategy. So all those things we are planned out. But however we are planning, there is no continuous effort has not taken place. Priority is not given. Although we have been talking with the international community, various communities. So up to now we are not successful, and particularly though they have allocated so much of money for water studies, only remaining as studies, not implemented to the benefit of the people.
Thank you.
Again,
that's very helpful. Yeah, thank you very much, really, at this stage.
Okay.